Talof, everybody. My name is Michael McDonald. I am with the American Samoa government, and today I will be discussing the U.S. Geological Survey preprint report on the Samoa Basin box coring expedition that was conducted in April of this year, 2026. The report has been published by the U.S. Geological Survey and is available for the public to review, and I'll include a link in the comments to help you find that report. It's my understanding from the U.S.G.S team that a more detailed report should be made available at some point in the future. However, this preliminary report does include a lot of key findings that I'll be discussing today. So as you can see here on this infographic, the infographic was developed based on information extracted from the report. The findings have a few key takeaways that I'll start with, and then we'll jump into different sections of the report. Now, first of all, key takeaways include up here at the top right-hand corner, you can see nodules of good commercial relevant quality are present, with some patches reaching meaningful densities up to 21 kilograms per square meter. So that was key takeaway number one. And this supports continued scientific analysis of our EEZ and the area identified by BOEM for potential critical mineral leasing. So that essentially is the main key takeaway. Now, if you recall, there were 38 box cores recovered during this expedition back in April, and the following information was derived from these box cores. So starting here in the far left, number one, nodule abundance. So the team from the U.S.G.S determined, of course, that nodule abundance ranged anywhere from 0 to 21 kilograms per square meter. Some of the sites of the 38 box core sites yielded 0 nodules, and others yielded a nodule density as high as 21 kilograms per square meter. They note here 4 sites had meaningful buried nodules, and densities were variable, moderate overall compared to the richest global deposits, but with clear higher density patches. And so again, there was a variety, but in the end, there were locations or sites that had higher density of these polymetallic nodules. So moving along here to the right, number 2, nodule quality. Composition is similar to nodules from the western and southern Penrhyn Basin in the Cook Islands EEZ, which has a very large estimated resource. And so critical elements that were found in the Samoan nodules include cobalt, nickel, copper, manganese, and rare earth elements. They do note that there is a higher cobalt content than compared to the typical Clarion-Clipperton zone nodules, with solid grades for nickel, copper, manganese, and rare earth elements. And they make a note to point out that this is commercially relevant quality. And so again, looking at both quantity and quality, both seem to be commercially relevant. And then if you go back to the key takeaway up top, these findings support continued scientific analysis of our EEZ. Not necessarily any move, again, reminder, not any move to rushed or expedited commercial mining, but these findings point to continued, or rather they point to supporting continued scientific analysis of our EEZ. Now, going back to this middle row, column number 3, other data collected. So in addition to data around the quantity and quality of polymetallic nodules, the team from the U.S. Geological Survey also collected other data. So So first, sediment geochemistry and oxygen profiles. They were typical abyssal patterns and showed metal-enriched sediments. Biological baseline. There were 262 individual documented biologicals. So the biologicals were dominated by crustacean and polychaetes, sponges, and some nodules, Number 3, samples for ongoing microbiology, including mercury cycling genes, organic carbon, geochronology, radon flux, and more. So samples were also collected for those items. Number 4, comparison. So you see 3 columns here. One is the Samoa Basin. This exhibition that took place in April of this year by the U.S. Geological Survey team. The middle column is West and South Penrhyn Basin, so this is the Cook Islands zone. And then you have prime CCZ area, so this is a Clarion-Clipperton zone. And so nodule density clearly is lower in the Samoa Basin, up to 21 kilograms per square meter. And you can clearly see that the density in the Cook Islands EEZ is higher, and then prime locations in the CCZ show an even much higher density. Implications for American Samoa. So the findings show real potential in nodule quality and localized higher densities within our EEZ. This strengthens the scientific foundation for our responsible deep sea minerals approach. This information directly informs BOEM's area identification process as well. And as noted up above, the findings support continued scientific analysis of our EEZ. Recommended next steps. Now, these are our recommended next steps based off the information shared by the U.S. Geological Survey team. We want to continue close coordination with the U.S.G.S, NOAA, and BOEM on follow-up sampling, resource modeling, and environmental baseline studies. So that's recommended next step number 1. Number 2, incorporate these findings into our DSM steering committee discussions and public education and outreach. So as part of this video, our goal is to share the information, make sure everybody has access to the information. We are not hiding any information. We want everybody to be well informed so you can participate in this ongoing initiative. Number 3, parallel planning on infrastructure readiness for port upgrades, potential future transshipment needs. These tasks remain prudent. Again, in the event that decisions are made that will, one, for example, allow us to proceed forward with this process and move to commercial mining at some point in the future here in the American Samoa EEZ. It remains prudent to plan on improving port infrastructure. If the decision is made to not move forward with mining in the American Samoa EEZ, planning around improvements for port infrastructure to support transshipment from either international efforts or deep sea mining that might take place in the Cook Islands. Those tasks, again, remain prudent. Again, these are just planning efforts should something develop down the line. And number 4, the fourth recommended next step is to request and review the full upcoming detailed publications and data as they become available. Again, the initial report from the U.S.G.S was a preliminary report. We expect the full report to be forthcoming in the near future. The last thing that you'll see here on this infographic is a map of where the sampling took place for these 38 box cores. Again, it's the dotted area to the right of the American Samoa EEZ outside of the Rose Atoll monument. And for more information about that, you can visit the BOEM website or reach out to us here at the American Samoa Deep Ocean Sustainability Initiative. Again, if you have any questions about this or anything else, please reach out, let us know, and we'll be happy to answer any questions to the best of our ability. Whawhataitele lava, ia manguile aso.